Multiple protests across Karnataka after murder on campus. Neha's father alleges love jihad.
I say directly it is a love jihad.
Neha's family insists Mohammad Fayaz tried to convert Neha.
My proposal is coming. Either you join me, otherwise they tell to take kidnap or other murder.
Neha murder generates political heat.
Congress party always believes in appeasement politics, vote bank politics. Instead of protecting the interest of the victim, they are protecting the interest of the assailant.
Let them do whatever they want. They are not eligible. Karnataka government will deal it with its own way.
Neha's father seeks a law against love jihad. Love jihad politics peaks in Karnataka. That's our top focus on India First. For the first time, Neha's father, Niranjan Hiremath, has opened up on his young daughter's brutal murder. The Congress party corporator also made a sensational revelation. He said Neha was being forced to convert to Islam. Fayaz was forcing her to convert. And when she refused to convert, trouble started. He sought a detailed investigation and the arrest of other accused in this case. Niranjan Hiremath joins me on India First to talk about what he insists is organized love jihad against Hindu Brahman Lingayat girls in Karnataka. A charge that's been denied by his own party, by the Congress party in Karnataka. We'll talk to him. I'm Gaurav Sawant. As always, let's get started with the headlines. War of words over Congress manifesto escalates. Congress complains to the Election Commission against Prime Minister Narendra Modi's infiltrators. Remark: the Prime Minister renews his attack on the Congress party's wealth survey. Promise: says urban Naxal mentality will destroy the nation. BJP claims a Lok Sabha win in Surat, Gujarat. BJP candidate wins unopposed after Congress candidate's nomination cancelled and the independents withdraw. Congress tries foul, claims the BJP is match fixing. Former Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister K.S. Iswarappa, expelled from the BJP for 6 years, cites his rebel candidature in Shivamogga as the reason for his expulsion. Big setback for Mamata Banerjee government in Bengal. Calcutta High Court cancels recruitment of more than 23,000 teachers linked to the SSC scam. CBI to continue its investigations. Legal war over Arvind Kejriwal's health continues. Delhi court denies doctors video consultation for the Delhi Chief Minister. Says that a special panel of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences will decide on Kejriwal's insulin request. There were protests across Karnataka in support of Neha, seeking harshest possible punishment for the man accused of killing her, Fayaz. In fact, not just Hindu groups, many Muslim organizations came out demanding action against the accused. Niranjan Hiremath, Neha's father and Congress party corporator, has demanded strictest action against all the accused in this case. He claims there are 3 other accused who are still at large. The police in Karnataka, however, say they are probing the case, and so far no details have been shared about the other accused in this case. But Neha's father's sensational charge of love jihad and Fayaz trying to convert Neha to Islam has led to an intense political battle in the poll-bound state. Our Karnataka bureau with our top story.
4 days after the shocking murder of Neha Hiremath at her college in Hubli, Karnataka, there's widespread outrage over the crime caught on CCTV camera. The BJP on Monday held statewide protests against the Siddaramaiah government over the law and order situation in the state. Protesters demanded capital punishment for the accused Fayaz, who's in police custody. Neha Hiremat's father has alleged love jihad. He claims attempts were made to convert the victim.
I say directly it is a love jihad. Such families, such girls, they are proposing every time. They want to see either you, my proposal is coming, you either you join me, otherwise they tell to take kidnap or other murder.
Law and order has collapsed in the state of Karnataka. This is a fit case of love jihad, clearly. And yet, Siddaramaiah does not act because he wants to side with the criminals, seeing their religion.
The state government has transferred the investigation to the CID.
ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು CODಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಿಶೇಷ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೌಂಡಾಗಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ.
Neha's family has welcomed the Siddaramaiah government's actions.
CID ಕೊಟ್ಟೇನಂತೇಳಿ ನಾ ಪ್ರಪ್ರಥಮವಾಗಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು CID ವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸಮಾಜದ ಮುಖಂಡರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸಂಘ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ರೈತ ಸಂಘ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಏನು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿ ಮನವಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು.
BJP President JP Nadda met Neha Hiremat's family on Sunday in Hubli. He accused the state government of being soft on anti-social elements.
जो वक्तव्य मुख्यमंत्री सिद्धारमैया जी का सुनने को मिला और जो वक्तव्य मुझे गृह मंत्री जी परमेश्वरम जी का मिला, वह अत्यंत ही आपत्तिजनक है. यदि स्टेट पुलिस असमर्थ है तो मैं सरकार को कहूंगा, प्रदेश को, कि वो CBI को हैंडल करे.
We don't mind, let them hand over, let them do whatever they want. They are not eligible. Karnataka government will deal it with its own way. There is no question of it.
First the blast at a popular Bengaluru cafe, and now the horrific campus murder of a college student. Law and order has become a big election issue in Karnataka amidst the Lok Sabha polls.
Today, pro-Hindu activists and BJP supporters positively responded to this and protested across the state. Karnataka government had also handed over the case to COD. Even the family members have congratulated Chief Minister on this particular decision. The question is, will politics take the center stage of this particular murder in the days to come? With you, Shagun Sagairaj reporting for India Today, Bengaluru.
And Niranjan Hiremat, Congress Party corporator and Neha's father, joins us on this special broadcast. Sir, our heartfelt condolences at your loss. Sir, how is the family coping? There is an intense political focus, media focus on the investigations, and are you satisfied with the investigation so far?
इसमें हम लोग पहले ही दुख में है और मेरे बेटे का हत्या होने के बाद हम लोग बहुत डिप्रेशन में चले गए
जी.
उसके बाद डेवलपमेंट जो आज आया है, मैंने 5 दिन से देख रहा हूँ, 24/7 एक घंटा भी नहीं छोड़ा है. मीडिया वाले ने ऑल ओवर इंडिया
जी
और वो ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड तक ये वो पहुंचा दिया. ये इतना जस्टिस मिलने तक नहीं छोड़ेंगे करके सारे मीडिया से वो पीछे लग के उन्होंने किया हुआ है. उनको पहला मैं आभारी हूँ, हमारा फैमिली आभारी है और उनको मैं धन्यवाद कहता हूँ. उसके साथ साथ
जी
आज जो घटना घटी है, हम लोग बहुत ही दुख स्थिति में है.
जी. अच्छा, ये बताइए, आपने इसे ये कहा है कि ये लव जिहाद है और ये भी कहा है कि फयाज नेहा का धर्म बदलने की कोशिश कर रहा था. व्हाट मोर कैन यू टेल अस, व्हाई इज दिस लव जिहाद फॉर यू? और कन्वर्जन के बारे में आप हमें क्या बता सकते हैं?
अभी फिलहाल जितने भी लोग इसमें इन्वॉल्वमेंट है ना, उनको आप अरेस्ट करो, उनको प्रशासन उनको अरेस्ट करने के बाद रिपोर्ट मिलेगी। मेरे को ऑलरेडी इंटरनल रिपोर्ट तो आ गई है।
ठीक,
मैं कहने से आपको नहीं, उनको नहीं लग रहा है, कोई बात नहीं, हम नहीं कहेंगे, आप तहकीकात करो। नहीं है तो क्या है बताओ तो सही, इन्वेस्टिगेशन तो करो। वो भी नहीं करेंगे, ऐसे ही चुपचाप हाथ करके हम बैठेंगे, कितना दिन बैठेंगे? पूरा राज्य और पूरा देश इसको देख रहे, हर घर तालुका में देख रहे, तहसील में देख रहे हैं, हर गांव गांव में ये चर्चा चल रही है। नेहा मेरा बेटी नहीं बनी अभी, ये स्टेट का बेटी बनी है, राज्य का बेटी बनी हुई, देश का बेटी बनी हुई है। और मैं एक ही चाहता हूँ, मेरा बेटी जैसा दूसरा बेटी फिर इसी कांड से हत्या नहीं होना करके मेरा मेरा फैमिली से, मेरा उसका मदर से, मेरा परिवार से डिमांड है। और जितने भी लोग आज प्रोटेस्ट किए हुए थ्रू आउट कर्नाटका, थ्रू आउट इंडिया, वो लोग का डिमांड एक ही है कि इसको न्याय मिलना चाहिए, ये हत्यारों को एनकाउंटर चाहिए, या नहीं तो फांसी का सजा चाहिए।
ठीक,
इसी दबाव में प्रशासन जो है ना वो काम कर रही है।
सर
इसी का
अभी
आप कह रहे हो कि प्रशासन दबाव में काम कर रही है।
प्रेशर करने वाले कौन है?
ये मैं समझना चाहूंगा आपसे थोड़ा विस्तार से, क्योंकि जो कांग्रेस पार्टी है राज्य में, वो कह रही है कि इसमें कोई लव जिहाद का एंगल नहीं है, दोनों एक दूसरे को जानते थे। मुख्यमंत्री ने, उप मुख्यमंत्री ने, सबने इस पर एक बयान दिया है। क्या आप इन्वेस्टिगेशन से सेटिस्फाइड हैं?
कल मेरे को डिप्टी सीएम डीके शिव कुमार जी फोन किए थे। मैंने कहीं हमारे नेता लोग है डिस्ट्रिक्ट में
जी,
डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्रेसिडेंट ग्रामीण के अध्यक्ष है, उनको मैंने हिंट दिया था, अनिल कुमार पाटिल जी है। उसके साथ साथ डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्रेसिडेंट सिटी के महानगर जिले के अल्ताफ बहादुर जी है ना। ऑल कम्युनिटीज कारपोरेटर मेरे साथ आए थे,
जी,
मेरे पार्टी के, मेरे सहयोग उद्योगी थे। मेरे को पर्सनली उनके साथ थोड़ा बात किया करने, मैंने जो जो जानकारी था उनके सामने बताया। तुरंत उन्होंने हुबली से निकल के बेंगलोर जाके डीके शिव कुमार जी को गमन में लाया और सीएम को उनको रिपोर्ट दिया और गृह मंत्री जी को दिया। उनको बुरा लग के जितने लोग काम करना था, जितने हमारे निगम पार्षद थे, जितने भी हमारे प्रेसिडेंट थे, सारे समाज के लोग, सारे एसोसिएशन के लोग, और सारे अपना स्टूडेंट के यूनियन वाले, और सारे मीडिया, सारा पॉलिटिशियन लीडर, और सारे समाज के साधु संत लोग, सबके साथ वो ऑलरेडी वो डिस्कशन में होके उनको पहुंचाया। उसके बाद थोड़ा सरकार को अच्छी तरह फीडिंग हो रहा है।
ठीक, नहीं सर, आई विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट, और विस्तार से जांच हो और सत्य सामने आए, यही हमारी भी कामना है। आप मेरे साथ यहाँ पर जुड़े, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और इस कठिन परिस्थिति में हम सब आपके साथ हैं। आई वांट टू ब्रिंग इन आवर गेस्ट्स ऑन दिस ब्रॉडकास्ट। आई हैव अद्वैता काला, author and analyst, joining me on the broadcast. Also with me is Tehseen Poonawala, a political analyst, joining me on the show. And Tehseen, sensational revelations by Niranjan Hiremat, Neha's father. He's alleging not just love jihad, but he's saying that there are others who are involved in this case. He hopes that a detailed investigation will be carried out. Love jihad cannot be brushed under the carpet, he says.
So Gaurav, first of all, through your channel, I want to extend my deepest and most heartfelt condolences to the Hiremat family, particularly to Niranjan Hiremat ji. It takes a lot of courage and bravery to come on a news channel a couple of days after he's lost his daughter and to speak like this. And kudos to you, Gaurav. You were very sensitive. You didn't sensationalize it. So kudos to you. Thanks. This is the kind of journalism we need. Look, he is the aggrieved parent. He has a point of view. And I firmly believe that it must be investigated. Now, Neha and the gentleman who murdered her, Fayaz or whatever his name is, they obviously did know each other. Yeah, the murderer who murdered her, they obviously knew each other. This was he was encroaching into a space, and he did want her to convert, as has been alleged. I think we need a complete investigation on this coming out. If this is the case, that is, there are sections in the IPC, in the CRPC that deals with it, and those sections will apply in any case. The larger conspiracy or the larger charge is of murder, which is the maximum punishment. Whatever is below that are the smaller charges, the larger charges of murder. So he will get maximum
No,
sentence.
but will there be a free and fair investigation if the chief minister and the deputy chief minister are already denying or ruling out a love jihad angle to this? And Adwaita, that's the question. That's the question.
But Gaurav,
Karnataka government claims, as Mr. Poonawalla was also pointing out, that both were known to each other and, as some say, in a relationship. And any relationship going sour between people of two different religions cannot be termed love jihad automatically, madam. That's the point being made.
No, that's irrelevant. Whether they knew each other, didn't know each other, whatever be the matter, you do not have the right to take someone's life. Whatever be the context of that so-called relationship, it's as far as I'm concerned, it's very clear to me that when there is an investigation of this going forward, the persons who are closest to the victim are the people whose word counts. And what is the father saying? What is the sister saying? They're very clearly saying this is love jihad. Now, you may like that term, you may agree with that term, you may fall into the semantics of that term. That, again, is irrelevant because a 23-year-old has lost her life in the most cruel and brutal and unnecessary way, whatever semantics or whatever words or labels you want to use. And the bottom line is that there has to be justice, there has to be censure of this kind of depravity and assertion that takes place on young women. Nikita Tomar, Neha today, Shraddha earlier. This is happening over and over again. And one has to accept that it's happening and not be in denial. Now, one doesn't say every interfaith relationship is like that.
True.
But certainly there are one and many more that do end up with these kind of consequences. And we cannot ignore those.
That cannot be brushed under the carpet as many attempt to do, Tehseen Poonawalla. And if the state leadership says, no, there is no love jihad, that doesn't require an investigation, it's a crime that's being investigated. The father says this wasn't just love jihad, there was an attempt to convert Neha to Islam. She was opposed to it, she wanted to move on, and he chose to punish her by stabbing her to death instead, sir.
So this is definitely 100%, it's unacceptable. A 23-year-old girl lost her life. Now, I don't know if they were in a relationship or no, and it's not for me to judge. Even if they were not in a relationship, no one has a right to take somebody's life. If you're in a relationship, you absolutely don't have a right. So there is no business of taking somebody's life. And a woman has an absolute right to move on from whatever the equation or relationship is, and one has to respect that. So to all of that, that punishment will happen. Now, did he want to convert her? Did he not want to convert her? That is a matter of investigation. There is no investigation required in whether this murder took place or not. We know he's the murderer. We know he's done this, and that will be maximum punishment. What is that mindset that led to this? I think that is the part that will be freely and fairly investigated.
Will it be?
There is no doubt in my mind. There is no doubt in my mind, Gaurav, just 1 second, that a 23-year-old girl's lost her life, right? And it is our duty as a society to stand by her, to stand by her family, and to ensure justice and to ensure that this perpetrator gets the maximum punishment.
No, sir,
period.
but that's the point I'm coming to. It's not just an isolated case, as Adwaita Kala also points out. There are multiple cases, and if there is a concerted effort to say that no, there is no thing called love jihad, there is no love jihad, all of this, then you don't look at, Adwaita, is that a point that wider ramification of dealing with something like this is then there is no comprehensive strategy that is dealt with, Adwaita?
Absolutely. As long as you're in denial, you're not accepting what is happening to young women in different parts of the country. This is not restricted to one part of the country. This is not restricted to a BJP ruled state or a Congress ruled state or whatever other differences you want to pull out in these situations and these circumstances, which are exceedingly tragic and alarmingly regular. Now, when you're faced with that sort of situation, I think you have to rise above the political correctness because we're talking about the lives of young women and the lives of young women being so brutally cut short when they're just starting out. So I think we have to move beyond the semantics, again, I repeat, against the ahead of the political correctness and say, okay, if this is happening, then let's at least investigate it before declaring because of vote bank politics. Whether this is love jihad or it
Okay.
isn't love jihad, I don't think even the chief minister or the deputy chief minister can make that claim right now.
Right now, till investigations are completed, and Tehseen Poonawalla, that's the point. The BJP too seems to indicate that there is a casual attitude of the Siddaramaiah government or the Congress government in Karnataka. There's also this allegation is being done with Muslim appeasement in mind, and it's this Muslim appeasement that has emboldened people like Fayaz here or multiple other instances that they're pointing out. Again, the victim's father says Brahman girls like Neha are being specifically targeted as part of a campaign. That's the allegation.
Yes, but that allegation also went to the Honorable Supreme Court by the NIA and they found nothing in those. So I am not one for saying, why should I say it doesn't happen? Let me take Neha's side and say maybe this happens. But then all of us, and Gaurav, you are somebody who covers intelligence and I respect you. And as Adwaita rightly said, if it's happening across the country, what is this module? How is this module? How is a Muslim man trained to say, woo a Brahmin girl? What is this model? Where are these classes? I understand that on television you can make these statements and I do respect what Adwaita is saying, but there has to ultimately be a concrete model that comes across. Where are these training classes? Are they coming from Canada? Are they coming from Pakistan? Are they coming from Afghanistan? Who are these trainers?
Okay.
And in this I have one more point. Why do we assume that the girl is so will fall for these tricks? How do girls fall for these tricks?
Adwaita, last 30 seconds to respond to
so
this,
these
madam.
have to also be investigated. But I stand by what Adwaita is saying, and I think it's important to look into it.
Okay,
Yeah,
Adwaita is responding, sir.
I think Tehseen has handled this very sensitively, and I appreciate that. But I think we're going to be disingenuous if we say that where is this happening and where is this coming from? Have we not heard about the grooming gangs in the UK? When Muslim men were grooming young English girls? We all know about that. We all know that this is happening, but we're refusing to talk about it in concrete terms and being vague about where it's happening, how is it happening. It's not a question of people like us or not people like us or identifying with this mindset. It's about recognizing that this mindset exists and it needs to be tackled and crushed.
We will track this story closely. I have breaking news that's coming in from Karnataka. After this massive outrage over Neha's murder, the Karnataka government has ordered that a special court be set up, not just for Neha's case, but for crimes against women. The Congress government in Karnataka has decided to set up a special court for crimes against women in the state, following nationwide outrage over the manner in which Neha was killed, and that murder was caught on camera inside a college campus on the 18th of April. The Siddaramaiah government has ordered that special courts will be constituted. One special court for the Neha case and then multiple such courts to deal with heinous crimes against women. The effort, the government insists, is to ensure justice for Neha Hiramat. We will continue to track developments on the story, but that is all I have time for on this India First special broadcast.